Welcome to the Sisters in Service podcast, the space where stories from active duty veterans, military spouses, and even military brats finally get the spotlight they deserve. I'm your host, Kat Corchado, Air Force veteran, movement specialist, and the heart behind this podcast. I started Sisters in Service because too many stories from our community were going untold. Stories of resilience, transition, identity, and the strength it takes to serve and to thrive beyond the uniform. This podcast is about connection, empowerment, and reminding each of us that our service didn't end when our military chapter closed. It simply evolved. Sisters in Service is proudly sponsored by Fit for Life Alliance, a space where people are committed to feeling better in their bodies every single day, and by My Sexy Business, where you can own a business that doesn't own you. So grab your coffee, your journal, or your walking shoes, because every episode is an invitation to listen, learn, and lean into the powerful stories that remind us service is a sisterhood that never fades. Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Why Not Wellness. I am your host, Kat Corchado. If you've ever been injured before, especially as a kid, we used to scrape our knees and do all the things, right? And we recovered miraculously. Took a little time, but we did it. It happened. But when you get to midlife, if you've ever been injured, you find yourself almost frozen. And I don't mean frozen as in like frozen shoulder. I mean frozen enough to, you want to move, you just don't know how. So if you've ever felt like that, this episode is for you. So maybe you've technically recovered, like your doctor gave you the all clear and you're good to go. And your physical therapist said the same thing, you're good to go. And everyone says, you're fine, but inside, you're still a little scared to move. You're afraid that one wrong step, that one wrong twist, and you'll end up right back where you were before. Or maybe you've just gotten injured and you don't know whether you should do anything. I would say no if you've just been injured. And I would also wait until you've been cleared by your doctor to move. But you're afraid to move because you don't want to make it worse. And no one really tells you what's safe for your body, what you can do, what you can't do, or even after you've healed, how to ease back into it. So the thing is that in midlife, we're already carrying a lot, especially for women: hormonal changes, aging parents, kids, grandkids, careers, identity shifts, blah, blah, blah. The whole kit and caboodle, as my mother used to say. An injury just doesn't hit your body, it hits your confidence, your independence, and sometimes your sense of self. So if that's you, I want you to hear this right now. You're not broken. You're not weak. You are strong, you're capable, and you're going through something that's real. So we're going to slow this down. We're going to take the guilt and the pressure out of it and give you some gentle, realistic next steps that respects your midlife body and your lived experience. So let's just take a breath and have a conversation. So let's start with, maybe you've been told you're good to go. You've been cleared by your PT, you've been cleared by your doctor. On the outside, you're back to your routine, you're taking care of everybody else again. People may have stopped asking how you're doing. But inside, there's this quiet voice saying, what if? What if this happens again? What if I lose my balance and fall? What if my body can't bounce back the way it used to? Oh, it can. It's just going to take a little longer. So we have to be a little more patient. And that fear can feel heavy. When you're younger, you can't wait to get outside and you heal and you go out and you don't even think about it. But in midlife, it's a little bit heavier weight on your psyche, not on your body. Healing in midlife takes longer. You may already be doing what you should be doing, but you're also dealing with now joint pain, stiffness, and fatigue. You might worry, is this the beginning of the end for my mobility? And that's one of the things that we don't want to lose is our mobility, especially as we get older. I want you to know that fear is not you being dramatic. It's your brain trying to protect you. It's trying to protect you from the pain you've already experienced. And it may mean that, what you went through, you feel was a pain in the you-know-what. I'm going to say it's a pain in the ass. It just is. But what you went through mattered. So instead of ignoring it or beating yourself up, I want you to acknowledge the injury. Acknowledge the, yes, I'm scared. Acknowledge that, yes, that injury shook me. And yes, I still want to move. I still want to live in a body I trust. And let me pause right here. When we have an injury and we recover and we're pretty much good to go, we don't yet trust that injury to not let us down. So I had a knee issue last year. Had to get a cortisone shot. I had no pain, although the doctor told me I'm bone on bone. I'm like, okay. But there was a moment where you don't trust it. Even now, I'm like, ooh, should I? I still think about it. It's still there. It's still right here. It's still right here. My knee is still right there. And it's pulled me through. I still feel really good. But there's that, that little where you go, should I? And so you have to be able to trust it. So how do you do that? Especially in midlife. Kids just go out there like, yep, I'm good. Start walking. Start really trusting your body walking. Don't try to get your steps in. Just explore how your body feels when you're doing a stroll. Just what I call my no agenda walks. You're just walking. Practice your sitting and standing from a chair. Feel your body, your legs support you. Moving the injured area through a comfortable range of motion and not forcing it, especially if you had a physical therapist. Practice, keep doing those. So a lot of people do their physical therapy and they're like, I'm good, and then they stop. No, even after you've gotten better, keep doing those until you no longer mistrust that injury. You now trust it. And while you're moving, you want to say things like, okay, this feels pretty good. I'm testing, I'm learning, I'm gathering information. That's how you begin to build or rebuild trust in your body. The same way that you may rebuild trust with a person who hurt you. You do it slowly, you do it consistently, and with new evidence, meaning, yes, I can trust. So what if you're injured right now? I know how I feel. I feel like I don't have time for this crap. I have people depending on me. I have to get to work. I'm scared this is going to change everything about how I move. I was there. I felt that. And on top of the pain of discomfort, there's that confusion. One person says rest. Another one says move. The internet gives you 20 different answers. And no one seems to be speaking directly to you and how your body's behaving right now. First, I want you to give yourself permission to pause, not give up, just to pause. Where are you? Get your bearings, get clear. When you see your doctor or therapist, ask very simple, direct questions. What can I do? What can't I do? What movements are safe? Which ones should I stay away from? How do I know if I'm overdoing it? And what are the red flags? Here's the thing I want you to understand. Your doctor may not know. They might be like, walking's good. So that's when you have to dig a little deeper. If you're going to a PT, kudos to you. Ask your physical therapist because your doctor may or may not know. If you don't have a PT, start to look around for a trainer that can take you through the range of motion. So you're going to have to do a little homework. I'm just going to put that out there. Then start where you are. That means that you may have to backtrack. Maybe you were pumping them arms and getting them steps in, or maybe you're a runner. You can't run right now. So you have to start where you are, not where you wish you were. And I want you to drop the comparison of, oh, I should be able to do this. I should be able to walk downstairs and upstairs. I should be able to still run a little bit. I'm a fit person. I don't have time for this. And then you re-injure the injury. It's happened. I've had clients where that's happened. So whether you're recovered and afraid to move or newly injured and frozen, there are a few truths I want you to hold on to. You can be afraid and still take tiny actions. Little movements at a time. Little things that you can do, your PT has shown you. You actually have to do them. Just saying. People say, oh, yeah, I got those exercises, but I don't know if they're working. Well, you don't know if they're working if you don't do them. You deserve clear, respectful information about your body. Whomever you're talking to, your PT, your doctor, personal trainer, Pilates instructor, you should never feel rushed or dismissed or talked over. That is not okay. You ask as many questions as you feel you need to. And then even after you leave, you may have more questions. And you know what? That's okay too. How fast or how slow you go is a valid thing to feel. Healing's not a straight line, especially in midlife. You have some days you feel, capable and strong. You're like, yes, I'm getting this. And other days when that injury just says, oh, no, you don't. We're not doing that today. Think of when you went to PT after an injury. PT hurts, you guys, but it's necessary. It's necessary. And you're going to have those good days and those bad days. I still have those with my knee. Days when I'm like, yeah, back. And other days when my knee goes, yeah, maybe not so much. It's all part of the healing process. Movement doesn't have to be fancy to be powerful. I don't want you chasing Instagram workouts. We're talking about stability. We're talking about balance. We're talking about everyday movements, strength that you use every day, standing up, sitting down, standing up, reaching, bending over. Simple, consistent movements count. Just so you know that. And you're not starting from zero. Sound like you're starting all the way back. No, you're not. You're bringing many years of experience, resilience, and wisdom. You already know what it's like to go through hard things. This is just another chapter, however short it is, where those skills matter. So I want to leave you with a reframe. Instead of looking at your body and saying, you betrayed me, try looking at it and saying, you tried to get my attention and I didn't listen. Let me pause right there. Our bodies speak to us all the time. How many of you sit for hours on end and your back is like, excuse me, hello. Your shoulder's like, excuse me, hello. And we just ignore it. Then we try to get up out the chair and our body goes, yeah, nice try. Because we ignored our body. Your injury is not proof that you're done. It's just a signal that something needs to happen. Maybe you need to slow down. Maybe you need support or strengthening. Maybe you need to pay attention to your body just a little bit more. Every small patient movement you make now is you saying, I hear you and I'm going to be a better partner to my body part. Don't fight your body. Your body's trying to tell you something. This isn't about getting your old body back. Been there. This is about honoring the body that brought you through every decade up to now. Every deployment, if you were in the military, every job, every child, every transition, every loss, every win, and you're still here. If you're listening right now and thinking, wow, that's me. I'm scared and I don't know what to do next. I'm not talking about a whole rehab plan. I'm not talking about a boot camp. I'm just talking about one step at a time. You're not behind. You're not failing at midlife. You're in a very human, very tender part of the journey. You don't have to move exact or move perfectly. You just have to keep choosing informed, gentle movements over fear, one little move at a time. So I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank you for spending this time with me. If this episode spoke to you, share it with someone else that you know who's afraid to move after an injury. Sometimes the most healing words we can hear are, "Me too, and you're not alone in this." So take care. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, Kat at smallspacepilates.com. Let's talk about your injury. Let's find out what works for you. Have a great week, you guys.